Oh, guys, one thing I'm struggling with is the weather. It's too hot here. I can't sleep. I'll go into tune. Yeah, I'm probably gonna doom scroll on TikTok. Mm. I'll try going back to sleep, which I doubt is going to happen, but we'll see. Mm. Yeah, let's see if I can vlog today. Let's see if I can vlog. I'm not doing much. I think we're just cleansing today, and we're just trying to go back to, you know, keeping ourselves clean and clear so we can dream again. So we can actually. So this is what I do, right? I cleanse, I fast when I'm in the process of trying to achieve something or achieve a goal, a set goal, and that's what we're doing today. I think we're probably going to reset, on everything. But yeah, for now, I think let me just go back to sleep or try going back to sleep because, she's on. She's on. I'll see you a bit later. I even forgot to say hi. My name is Oko and I live in Tokyo. Can't wait to say hi. My name is Oko and I live in Dubai. Do I really want to live in Dubai though? I feel like I actually want to live in a coastal city. Okay, let's say hi. My name is Oko and I live in Mykonos. Oh, guys, I want to live. Was it Greece? I really want to live in Greece. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you later. Bafazi, ndiqondile uba andizokwazi ulala ananaba ndivele kakuhle bendiqondile uba eyolala ayizubhobha. So I just decided uba mandivuke. Yeah, that's my second piss of the morning, actually. Decided I might as well do fuke. Brush my teeth. And go for a run. The time now is 7:34. I've been clearly since 4 a.m. I really can't sleep. Where the Yalapa is. I'm Wes, I'm not wearing anything. I don't. I know. There's probably something that I'm trying to see or achieve by not wearing anything because. Oh shit. Okay, I'm not even. I don't feel it. Wait. Okay, we're back. I was saying, I don't know why I keep shooting in full mood because sana andiyazi noba ndifuna ubona ntoni, but yeah, I decided let me just rather wake up and go for a run. I haven't gone on a very long run in a minute and the weather today is a bit forgiving, so I think let me just also I have a migraine and I've been struggling with headaches actually for some time. I think it's just the weather. Like I'm really struggling with the weather. I thought I would have adapted by now. You see, even here, I started having irritations on my skin, apart from having chicken pox. Oh, maybe I might as well just turn this getting ready for my run into a story time or maybe a yapathon. So I met this guy on Uber Eats. So for those who don't know, Uber Eats is Grindr, right? So I call it Uber Eats because it's an endless menu. So I met this guy on Uber Eats. He's originally from Nigeria. He lived, I guess he still lives there. He lives in Outdoor, which is like two stops from where I live. For the most part, he was a nice guy, I guess, but just from the start, it was red flags. It was destined to fail because tell me why this person had catfished me. Catfished me in the sense yobana on tumelele. Obviously, pictures isn't weird. So, I'm not a very superficial person in terms of, I'm not just attracted to your physical appearance and stuff like that, you know? Oh, sorry. But, if we're gonna talk about just a hookup, I am gonna be very, superficial. I'm not gonna play, my friends always say I'll probably jump in bed with whatever that has a pulse. I guess it is what it is, but if sizothetha ngento yokubana okay, it's just that, why didn't you guys say that? But yeah, I can be. So the pictures he sent, nice, muscular, muscles, and I was like, okay, this is my type. So for those who don't know, my typical type is your masculine presenting, masculine guys, I'm not saying you need to be in the closet or anything. I keep looking at myself in the mirror. I haven't brushed my teeth, by the way, sorry for that. So I'm not saying you need to be in the closet, and over time it's been changing, because I guess I am human at the end of the day, isn't it change? I'm not static, I'm quite dynamic. But I really tried. I don't think I'd be able to be with Usis Tamara. That's how I refer to it. I don't think I'd be able to be with a feminine man. There are, feminine men I've tried to be with. Ababa hyper feminine. My dick would not even get hard. I am verse. Again, people just assume that I'm bottom because of Usis Tamara. I am verse top actually, so I top more than I actually bottom. Bottoming is an extreme sport, but I do have those days where I'm like, give me some. But yeah. So yeah, anyways, so I am attracted to quite masculine, but I am also, I will try with, a feminine boy that has very masculine features, very, nothing screams feminine. But again, there's a fine line, corner, and I love making reference to Desire Maria. Oh, features, gorgeous features, and I think also their self-expression is something that I'm actually really attracted to. Okay, let's bring it back. I do that sometimes, guys. So, okay, let me brush my teeth in between. So this guy, he was masculine presenting. Nice, beautiful lips. But when he came, he was a totally different person to Milena on Grindr, because on Grindr, it was a gorgeous man, gym rat, thick balls and palms, vibes, So yeah. Okay. I think it was a bad idea to be brushing in between. Really, really bad idea. Right. I think let me pause this video, finish brushing my teeth, and then come back. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. So yeah, I think because also I hadn't been with someone in a very long time. I think it was not even a very long time. I just needed someone, especially someone with a bit of melanin. So when he got here, I was like, okay, this is a catfish, but he was so warm and he just embraced me, and I think it was just a moment of weakness. And so that was the first red flag. I overlooked it. It's fine. And then, okay, we're hanging out, but then I started noticing, no man, this person has spots. Like, if you can see on my body, okay, minus this, like I have a bit of spots, like a bit of scarring. It was from the chicken pox. So I'm like, okay, I let it slide the first time. Second time, I'm like, and every time I try to get to know this person. So that's another thing about black Africans, or let me rather just say about Africans here in Japan, at least my experience with the few, because I haven't really met a lot, but with the few Africans that I've come across and I've had interactions with, very secretive. They are liars. They will lie, cheat, and steal. And I think that's why every time they would come over, I would literally hide my passport. Also, I'm making it sound as if there's like, there's only been 2 that I've actually tried actively pursuing something with. But there's just something, man. The first one was Nigerian, the one that I'm talking about now. There's another one, another story. And the second one, mom from Cameroon, dad from Ivory Coast. But yeah, another story. But this one. So I started noticing, and in me trying to get to know this person, I'd ask questions. Obviously also medical questions, you know. Trying to get to know your medical history. But no, this person would not divulge any information. And then I think something, a switcher in my brain. I was like, because spots and the first thing I'm thinking about is shit. Also, I'm queer, right? And it's easy for us to catch while being intimate, right? To catch illnesses or sicknesses. So I decide, well, I mean, I didn't really have a choice because, again, PrEP is very expensive here. So I kind of had to go back to using condoms, which is something that I was supposed to be doing anyways. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, when you're on PrEP and DoxyPEP, it's really easy to not use condoms. So I made sure that we're using condoms. We're not having any oral sex because I was like, I'm not trying to catch anything. And this person would get so mad every time I asked them about like a medical history or what's happening with their situation. And then I had this nightmare this one time, and I had ityunguza, and I think it was 2 days after he had just left my place. Didn't ityunguza, I was like, fuck. Okay, I'm like, okay, nobody overthink. When I wake up in the morning, I notice this name, ityunguza, feeling shingles and and also, I'm really not trying to sound ignorant, but you know how scary it is, especially as a gay person or as a queer identifying person, when it comes to being, okay, I'm still in frame, when it comes to sexual health or health in general, because ingati it's easier for us to know to get sick. And then I start seeing, developmentia, developer, and then it turned out it was chickenpox. How I actually found out it's actually chickenpox. Chat GPT is my homie. Get on chat is like, okay, let's chill. I go to work, get to work. I'm feeling a bit of itching that's starting on my torso. I'm like, okay, there's something wrong. And then I think 5 hours into working, start having a headache. I'm like, kinda wrong. And then I think my last lesson, that's when I was like, I can't even keep my eyes open. I get home, I can't sleep, I'm coming down with the fever. I talk to Chat. Chat is like, you need to go to the clinic because something is wrong. Get to the clinic. Oh, sorry. They quarantine me. They're like, because one thing about Asians, they're not trying to catch the virus. And then they took a test. They took, obviously, batati swabs, and it turns out I had chickenpox. I tell the guy, because I'm like, dude, I'm getting the same blisters that you've been getting. He gets like, I'm like, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just trying to understand what's happening, because at the end of the day, I'm sharing my space with you, you know, and I'm working with kids. I mean, it is a possibility that I could have gotten this from one of the kids, like the chickenpox. But I'm like, there's no fucking ways, because also, these bonila zinto kwemzimbeni. He's like, no, the blisters I got, I actually spoke to my dentist, and my dentist told me this is caused by the medication that I've been on. Mind you, this person already has scarring from blisters, right? Oh my gosh, I've been yapping. This person already has scarring from blisters, and on top of that, lo muntu uphendula amadyunguza amatsha. I'm like, okay, inoba ndim isibhanqa apha kwenzeka ntoni? But anyways, he kept lying and is like, okay, it's the medication. Yeah, medication, you've got a medication that you can have a reaction to, ekwazi ukunika blisters. But those blisters are so contagious. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Guys, I was like, you know what, I have to be off from work. I'm not trying to make this story too long. I had to stay home for 7 days, and I had to work back those days because you don't get paid for being sick in Japan. They do not pay. I got sick leave, Joe. And also you need to provide a medical certificate to make sure they don't take 2,200 from your pay. So I literally just texted him and I was like, I'm sorry, like, that's what I'll do. Like, I'll literally, like, I'll give you grace, give you time. And then I was like, I cannot do this with you. The lying, the catfishing, you don't want me to come over to your place. You keep coming to my place. What are you hiding? There's so many things. There were so many things that I overlooked, and because I'm like, I'm a bad bitch, and I haven't been really invested in what's happening here. But yeah, don't block and puma going and managing thing though, but in that delete number because knowing myself, do weak as fuck, then there's opinion, unblock and didn't text it and fix things. And he was about to go back home to Nigeria, I think in a week or so. And he was so excited. Like, it was a cool guy, but the lying, man. Oh, that guy I'd rather you just denzi toy yakho, but man be aware bandi toy yakho, because chances are ndizoyazi bandi toy yakho noba uyanqatha. So the line for me, like, do not lie to me, do not play in my face. Even in friendships, not just like romantic situations that I'm trying to, I'm trying to see if I'm doing just in J for generality, do not play in my face. But yeah, anyways, I don't even remember where this came from, but I think the scarring that I have on my body. But anyways, let me quickly wash my face and then go on this run. And today we're not doing much. I'm broke. And that's I'm so broke, guys. I had to pay imali to get my fingerprints done. I think I did share, because I'm trying to find a different job. So I need to get my fingerprints from South Africa, and they need to go to Durko. So the agent I had to pay her when the last process the line. So in the flat broke and BBL is okay. But andizovula GoFundMe andisayibaweli ndizenza strong but ndiyayibawela but andizovula GoFundMe. Yeah, so we're not doing a lot. Probably gonna cut my hair. Probably gonna yap again when I'm cutting my hair with you guys. Yeah, we're doing laundry, we're cleaning this place. Yeah, and we're keeping it cash. I can't even drink because I'm not Mali. I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere because I'm not Mali. But yeah, I'll see you when I come back from my run. Bye. Sana, we're finally out of the house, but in weather, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not wearing anything underneath. They turn the weather because and that means andizobhubha humidity, especially because I'm trying to go on a longer run, But yeah, let's go. I haven't taken this route in a very, very long time, actually. Let's see if I'm so survive. And again, one thing about me, uba ndiyaziva ndiyaphela namhlanje. Osithanda sam ndizayiqhawula phakathi. Qeshwanga kaloku. Qeshwanga. Phofu ndilambe nolamba. Ndilambe nolamba but kuyanyanzeleka manje ndibaleke. Yo, uxolo. Ndizikhumbuze uba ndiyi-bad bitch. Okay. Ndizonibona kwi-checkpoint yam yokuqala. ngibona kuseqedile kuqala. Last leg. Let's push. Yeah, I'm going to Thailand. So I'm gonna pass in. Wow. Bafaz, I think I have food. I'm going anywhere. Today. Yo! Today is just one of those days, man, where I think I'm emotionally drained, I'm emotionally tired. Just from the moment I opened my eyes, there was just this overwhelming feeling of Udinwa. I think something that we take for granted as people is how much willpower one has to harness and one has to have in order to always self-regulate when it comes to emotions, feelings, thoughts, energy yakho. And working with people, I don't even know where to look. I think I'm just going to keep looking at myself in the mirror just to keep it safe, because I don't know where to look. But yeah, working with a lot of people, you can't afford not to show up as your cheery self. And Asian people are all about customer service, Kasana. They're all about making sure that people right to happy, right. So I think there's so many things that are just coming through. They are actually affecting me how they probably are. And I think one thing that actually triggered me is just watching, I feel so heavy. It's just watching Nandi and the Rev and how that entire dynamic is. And I'm not going to stand here and bash Nandi and be like, oh, Nandi, that's Nandi. I do have my reservations when it comes to Nandi. Just her as a person, J for general, right? But I also have reservations when it comes to Uzole, because I'm like, what the fuck, Bazalwan? So I'm not here to call any of them out. I'm just here to call that situation they find themselves in out. And again, it's coming from a very naive place, because I don't know what these people have been through. I don't know what Nandi has been through as Undu, who's had to bear Amanda by 7. The responsibility that comes with these kids, I guys, it's easy to judge a situation from the outside, not knowing what this person has been through. And I think the moment when Unandi started crying in that therapy session, there was something in me that just moved and just reminded me of zonge these toxic situations that I found myself in. The injustices I've had to endure, to whatever degree you want to think of, and it triggered something in me, bruh. Like, I'm like, now let me just descend and bring it a bit tighter. let me try cutting my hair, because if I don't start, but I'm not sure if you're gonna hear me if I cut my hair and talk. I think you are gonna hear me, or maybe if I didn't know it. Like when I think about relationships, you know, it's just one of the reasons why I don't think guys to fully open myself up to umdu, because I have been in situations where I open myself up and I get burned, and not in one that's what a lot of people say to me, but I suga wena uyatefa. But I'm like, guys, being bullied throughout high school, being bullied throughout varsity, still being bullied till this day, it was enough for me to feel the need to protect my peace and protect myself, protect happiness, protect sanity at all costs. You understand? Beyond being bullied, being ill-treated by guys, and I was having this conversation with my friend earlier, Yobana. It's unfortunate for me, I'm primarily attracted to masculine presenting guys, right? And more often than not, it type my supposed type. But closet. Bana bafazi bane girlfriends, even if abana bafazi abana's girlfriends, abekho secured in who they are, you know. Finally people pop the build and then let abantu to discover themselves. Try so to discover shile against the shile. Can't do that. You understand that? Okay, they are attracted to a certain version of who I am, and finally I'm gonna just dumb it down. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I know I'm rambling. I know I'm just going on and on and on. I'm rambling. You don't even understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm pretty sure that you do understand what I'm trying to say. But what I'm essentially saying is that today is one of those days where I'm feeling quite emotional, just thinking about everything that's happening back home, everything that's happening in my life, where I know I see myself, right? And we're constantly trying we're fighting to reach these milestones, to reach as goals, you know, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, mentally, from a family perspective, from a relationship perspective, you know. We are constantly fighting for those things, but and we're sure of who we are. But sometimes, it's so hard. You just need someone who's going to be there and who's going to be your person. And I've just been thinking a lot, man. I'm turning 30 in 2 weeks, I think. In a week or two, on the 5th of August. And I'm turning German diesel by 30. When I look back and just realizing that I've never been in a romantic situation, like a romantic relationship with someone. And I mind like in not last but today's one of those days we call that chonga. Ewe awunaxesha lawo last party ngaske kuthiwe uhleli nomntu wakho. Umntu wakho Jo ozawuthi wena wedwa. And I'm just emotional, man. I'm just thinking and I'm reflecting on everything that I've actually just been through, and everything, like all the emotions are just coming back. And did 6 months in Japan, and I do feel and I do think that I've been doing great for myself, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I am someone who's quite strong-willed. Mental capacity, mental strength, but sometimes it's just like, I just want to breathe. And I'm noticing that there's a shift in my emotional state because I'm hornier now. Feelings of discomfort, or feelings of anxiety, feelings of depression. And I don't want to use depression loosely because I know what depression is and I've been in those situations, but that mild depression or mild depressive or depressed states, you know, I know. And when I start I'm already a very horny person, that we know, but when it starts being a bit then I know there's something that's wrong. Then it starts feeling like I'm trying to feel or close le void in Gayazio. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel heavy when I'm standing. I feel heavy
And I know when you tell man, I'm gonna cleanse, I'm gonna fast, no sex, because I'm already not drinking, I'm already not smoking, right? The only thing that I need to fast nakuyo is sex, honestly speaking. Ayikho enye into that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I need to fast from this. No, it's literally just sex. That's the only thing that I know I need to stay away from. Because again, that's another conversation. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna keep yapping. That's another conversation. As much as I'm like, I don't care a damn. I will F as many people that I want, which I do, but I'm also non-naive and also being a very spiritual person, you know? I'm not naive or being blind or being deaf to the fact there's spiritual exchanges that take place, you know, and just being a being a whole bruh and not just clearing and cleansing your space, it affects you in the long run. It stifles a lot of things, it stifles a lot of progress, you know? And like no poop and I know exactly what but at the same time, I hate now opening that space like ndihambe ndiyophahla ndithethe endumbeni ndiheavy ndinje because ndiyazazi uba 2 days later ndizophinde nditye impura and ke ngoku ivele ikhanslishe yonke laa nto bendiyenza. Oh my gosh, guys. So andiyazi Joe, I don't think before uba ndiyaklenza namhlanje, before uba ndiyaphahla namhlanje, before uba ndiqala i-fasting yam, before uba ndiqala ukucela kwam, not ukucela andisawacela amadlozi, no, ndiyawaxelela uwaxelela into endiyifunayo, into endizidingayo, because I'm also in the process of actively looking for a different job, you know. Financially, I'm not in a space of relaxing or just chilling at Japan. There's no money in Japan. I mean, I am appreciative of the fact that I was able to gain the experience in my international experience, not only teaching small kids, but from as young as 2 years old to 80 years old, you know? So I'm able to teach high school students, elementary students, kindergartners, and also adults. So longer for mna, it's broadened my horizon. Ngohlobo lokuba noba ngathiwa ndiyosebenza kwi-training center, ndine-confidence. Kuthiwa ndiyokwenza i-master classes, which is one of the schools that I interviewed with. Bifuna ubana ndenze i-master classes and basically ndincedise their teachers, you know. I don't mind, which is another reason why I'm also I'm happy and I'm glad. Oh my God, what were you thinking? Oh, you're going to film and television. The arts don't have money. My experience now is working for me where I am right now, because in confidence yamuna ikhuliswe the-arts. Okay, I don't think zawutrima namhlanje. Ikhuliswe zezi-arts and being going to auditions and knowing auditions, but akukho mntu azawucenga wena, fanele ufike phaya, you have one shot, fanele uzibonakalise. Wow, that's what I'm using right now kule field ndikuyo. Not crumbling when I'm in front of many people. Zonke experiences zam, being in front and behind the camera is what has actually brought me here. Yo guys, nizobamba le nibamba nike niyekayo because sana needs to be. But yeah, that's me. I went for a run, as you saw earlier. Then I came back and I had something to eat, and then I was just doom scrolling. Also, I'm back on Facebook. So I was able, because I was locked out from my Instagram at some point. I was locked out from my Facebook at some point, so I was able to recover my Facebook. Facebook, people are sending me dick pics. Well, I mean, and you're talking about into endotusa into yobana ndisandomvula namhlanje uFacebook and we are back to square one. People are bayapropose abafuna isijolo ininzi, but yes, sizawuthini. I am on Facebook. I do engage in like every comment section. I do engage with people. I am trying to make money on Facebook. I'm still finding my way, Glendway, content creation. And like I said, I am in no shape or form a a professional content creator. I am not an influencer. I'm basically just documenting my life. I'm sharing my life. Also understanding that me just disappearing was very selfish to an extent. I had to, but it was very selfish because I don't take the support that I have from people very lightly. Okay, I use this co-methylated spirit. So I just use this, which is a disinfectant basically, but it's very, very strong. It has a lot of alcohol. I can't see a percentage, but it has a lot of alcohol in it. So yeah, it works wonders for me. I haven't had any problems. But yeah, as I was saying, I do understand that there are people that saw themselves. Well, when I went into the show, Gaga, Dendaya, and the City, I want people to see themselves in me, you know. I want people to see a representation, yeah, both their community. There's people about like, there's people about phone advice, there's people that just want to talk, and there's people that just want a friend, even if it's a stranger. And I understand about for zonke is yonke le minyaka that I haven't been around, I took that away from people. I wonder what is Lelele Futi that never asked me to come and be on that show and say, I'm standing for this, you know? And I can't run away from the fact that people did, and at the end of the day, relate to me, and people really do support me, like genuinely so. And bakhona that are really genuine, and also their support. So I'm now ready, and I'm open, and I'm willing to share those parts of my life, how I see fit, without feeling like I'm being pressured or expectations. Oh, content calendar, I need to do. No, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Because one of the reasons why I stopped is because it ended up not being nice. It was not nice. It was so frustrating. It was like, fuck. I ended up feeling like I can't be my authentic self because there's this certain image that I need to uphold that people are looking for. And I know that sometimes I would overthink situations, but it is what it is. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't started posting on my Instagram feed. I'm still going to clean my Instagram. The aesthetic that I'm nice aesthetic must stand up, but I know for a fact that there's a certain way of posting that I need to be doing on Instagram, and I don't take that lightly, because again, if under par in doing Instagram, it's affect him. Very comfortable on TikTok. I feel like with TikTok, I couldn't need to, but then people, oh, I'm not outfit, I'm not doing TikTok is low-key like WhatsApp one. And that's another thing that ends up with Facebook on my stories. My Facebook stories, I'm gonna treat them like my WhatsApp stories, because sound like WhatsApp, first thing that comes to mind in Nandi, I post like I share, it's my day-to-day life, my thoughts and everything, you know? But yeah, that's where we are. I think I feel a bit better now. We're gonna chill for like 30 minutes. Apply for not 30 minutes, 1 or 2 hours. No, 1 hour, man. Okay, I sit 30 minutes to decide about am I cleansing, am I starting this this fast or what, or not, no? And I'm gonna apply to a few places. It's very hard. Imagine applying to plus minus 60, 100 places or recruiters or schools and not even getting one reply. So as an ESL teacher, you need to apply every day. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. Yap. I'm not gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna shower. We're gonna have a shower hour together. Probably gonna yap in there too. And I will end the vlog after my shower. I think in Mudem I say change it dance and shower share. Okay, bye. See you later. Ciao. So I just left my place to take me fireworks. So I'm actually on the bridge. Something said my crew. So I'm on the way to go see the fireworks on the bridge. Oh my word, I can piss off outside. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh, shit. Yo, sana. Oh, I'm sure ngiyanibona mandibhitsile kule buff yonodoni. Yo, guys. So like I said, I did mention about namhlanje keeping it light. Xa ndibroke mna, in fact, bangathi ndiyafa. Yo. And by if you guys can hear in the background, but hey, there's fireworks happening namhlanje. I'm sure you saw like was that clips before this. It's basically the 68th Summer Fireworks Festival up by Katsushika. Yeah, so I live in the Katsushika district. Nandi Kanamachi. And the fireworks are actually happening in Shibamata. But I was able to actually see from the bridge. You know, asana niti aizo mask namhlanje. But I've just been breaking out, man, and I feel like I need. Okay, that was charcoal and letter. Kamakabuva astapon, right? And then the clay, because I have naturally oily skin, the clay kind of helps me to, you know, the low moisture. And your skin. But right now we're just soaking in the bath. Yo. And then Zandula man's, yo. Just massaging our face. One thing about me, because I sometimes neglect myself, I make sure there's batali areas. So it's the simplest things, the smallest things, guys, yo. It's the smallest things that actually count and that actually matter. Like earlier today, I felt so down and I felt so low. And I was just going through it. Damn. I was just going through it. And I feel a lot better. And I think it's also because of Ichumizamu Braz. Yo. Chumizamu now. And also the teaching I see. The feeling I think yo. Yeah, but it's because of this water. It's so good. But yeah, I had a few conversations with my friends. Also, as fireworks, because again, people are with families zabo. This always happens to me in Nandi Park. One thing about the Japs Gesana, oh, kinship, oh, close-knit families. They're always together, the kids, the moms, as toxic as relationships zabo get, because one thing they'll do is cheat. No man will cheat like a Jap man. And they actually low-key hate each other. They don't like being together for some reason. I don't understand why. But yeah, they will show face and they will go to events together. And there's always events. About babes, you're on your own. But it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to watch. And I think to show up for myself. I'm able to do that, you know? And I'm grateful for amandlendwa piweyo by the universe, by uqamata, by abantu endaba nabo, by izinyanya endaba nazo, letela kutheni inje, sana. Kwenzeka ntoni apha? Oh, tick, I have to deep clean. But yeah, but anyways, like going back to the initial conversation I had, I feel much better, man. And I think laa nto mane uzikhumbuza uba ekugqibeleni kwayo yonke le nto zazo zonke ii-sacrifices uzenzayo khona umvuzo. Nanoba liqhalo okanye sisaci okanye loo idiom loo nto iyiyo, but laa nto ethi ubana ekunyamezeleni kukhona umvuzo. That's literally my mantra, one of many mantras endiphila ngazo kulo nyaka. And andifuna uxoka, iyandiqhuba ndiselapha nje kuzikhumbuza, and it's realizing uba when all is said and done, I'll be able to look back and be like, you motherfucking did that. Awuyokwekwe ewe ndiyityani down, and it might sound corny, it might sound cheesy, but enye yezinto ezindipushileyo kude kube lapha mna kuzo zonke iingqinamba endidibene nazo okanye imicelimingeni endiye ndajongana nazo, I think it's just the simple art of being ityani. And not just ityani nje. Oh Thixo, nako ndizibulala, nako ndiziphanyaza. Abafuni ndithetha amazwi enkuthazo. But silapha. It's not only just being ityani, but ityani yomXhosa. Not only being ityani yomXhosa, but ityani yomXhosa eliheshele. Not only being ityani engumXhosa eliheshele, but eliRoy Valley. And that's where, one of the places where I draw my strength is knowing oba ekugqibeleni ndiyityani, and the hardship I had to endure to bandombeswe with the title of being ityani. So nje kunganzima kuthini, but I'm locked in, especially lo nyaka. I am locked in. Yo, khani ndikhe ndizibhaptize kancinci. Oh, ndingabhubhi. Mandiqale ndihlambe ubuso. Ndiyayibona uba izandibhida. Why ucitheka? Ndiyabona izandibhida. Yo! Yasuke ngathi ndisemanzini ndiyahlamba mntakaba. Yo! Hey! Hey! Yo! Hey! Yo! Hey, mate, niba macho bam, man. Yeah. Mate, niba impanelo zam, man. Ayikho le nto le ndiyindileyo. Okay, andiqale ndihlambe intloko before ndingene. Ndiyahlamba ngoku. But ubomi, man, ubomi bumanga. Watsho umsaki. Wathi ubomi bumanga. Wazoyiqwela wathi fetch your life. Yo! Waqaba wathi andisothuki sendizibone ndilapha phambi kwamaza. Yo! Ndibungazubu bubukhulu okanye bububele andazi. Sakha imizi, hey! Njengenkonjane phansi kweblorho okwesikhatshana. Azothi unomsakazo. Ulwandle lutshile, iliza ligqithile. Ulwandle lutshile, iliza ligqithile. Hamba nkosazana, wena udume ngokhanya. Hamba nkosazana, side sidibane. Nomsakazo. Nomsakazo kanye nomsakazi loo nto ayiyo, but umsaki, there's just something about ingoma zakhe ezivuselelayo. It's crazy how she gets you right where you are. He has got to meet them where they are. You must meet them where they are. Meet them. She does that. And akuvuselele uvuke uzive nawe bajonga ngokuyantinga. Oh, bengu. Odinga. Odingo. Odinga. Odingo. Sapa papa, sapa papa, sapa papa, sapa papa, sapa papa. Got off. But naive and then July. Okay, and I lay 18. 18 and I. Daddy banana. Yo, basically it's Oya vimbu mama lapa, oya vimbu tata lapa, benza ngabombaya. Hosi, hosi nsongi. Dadibana nexheko landibuza. Hey! Can Kenji go under the water? This will pull my lemons. Wethu ingathi ngathi bononhlanzi ngicela ngifuna uzi khilikita. Oh guys, you'd swear I'm drunk or high, but it's not even that, it's the water. Guys, you know what, ubone I think that colors are double bone but Imaya he, Maya ho, Maya hu, Maya ho ho. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not every chance I get. Doesn't mean I'm living without anxiety, doesn't mean I'm living without depression. This is not depression, panic attacks, but in the end I found over the years, because there was a time, or there were times where I felt, or I would feel extremely unfulfilled or dissatisfied, or I would feel hollow. I would feel, and I think Lando, it comes from the pressure. If you come from a household that puts pressure on you, I mean, it could start out as a positive, for yourself, especially with opportunities about afforda zona. But iphinde be khona apho iqalisa uba negative khona uba caba wena you can't make mistakes. You are always feeling like you are inadequate, because kaloku what do you mean, why did you get to 75? Bethini uzuma mfumanela 5 ufumana 8 umfumanela 80 but hayibo u90 benabani ube ufumanela 90 ayike ngosikhala kakubi because u100 yalapha umshiya nabani. And it's not that if family was not supportive and no, I think just Lando of being put under pressure, the internal pressure that's within me. Uba hundreds makeko yathini lonto in turn yandenza nangumntu who's self-sabotaging. But yeah, it is what it is. I think mandiyeke up ndingazocinga ezinye izinto, because ndiqale kakubi usuku lwam, not kakubi per se, but belunzima, bendizinyelwa, but ngoku noko. And ndiyathanda before ndiyivale le vlog, ndiyathanda ke ukutsho ndithi I'm your activist and your motivational speaker. And I think it's the pressure, once again, that comes with that, being that you are not a fallible human being, ingati awunazi mistakes onozenza. Yeah, understand. But I've come to understand and I've come to accept uba njengam kukho abantu that I draw from emphiliswa ngabo engikwazi ukubafundisa, whether they are doing it intentionally okanye unintentionally. Nam ndinguye lo muntu oye akwazi uphilisa abantu, and andikho inhloko okanye ndizibethe isifuba, because ayonto lula, ayonto imnandi, especially ngamaxesha where nawe udinga umuntu ozawukwazi uba there for wena. Iye ibe nobunzima enabo loo nto. But yeah, without further ado, I just want to leave with you with amazwi athi ukuba you're doing something right. I think we take into the suicide quite lightly, and I think it's because situations, and as someone who's had societal ideations, I can firmly say we need to treat abantu with the utmost grace, respect, care, and love, and that starts with us. There's no ways you're gonna pour from an empty cup. Once you start pouring from an empty cup, that's when you start being agitated. That's when you start harboring feelings of resentment, feelings of jealousy, feelings of crash out because you feel like there's no one that's there for you. Kandibako abandu that are around you, that are surrounding you, who want to pour into this cup, but le cup you kept pouring out from it, injalo. So now le cup iqhela la mechanism yoba kuyaphuma qha kuyaphuma. So le cup yakho, it starts to deflect. It deflects abantu ingathi iyangena, because ngoku sofikelele kwi-point of just being so angry, of being so resentful. Kwanto engenayo uyibona ingathi into ezakubulala, uyibona ingathi into ezakusokolisa, uyibona ingathi into ezofuna bufuna kule cup ephelileyo. Vele ziphume, uncedo luyaphuma, blessings ziyaphuma, uya-understand uthando luyaphuma, inkathalo iyaphuma, because you don't make space wena to be able to receive from other people. And also, you're smart, umhle. You're smart, umhle ukhethiwe. I know a lot of people don't believe in into yobana kukho i-purpose oyibekelweyo apha emhlabeni. Mina I refuse. I have had times where I thought, suka izawuphela le nto ibe ngu-juices. But khona mani le nto. Also masekumejarisha ii-purposes zethu ngezabanye abantu. Ukuba i-purpose yakho kukuthetha nomntu kwi-inbox, akubulele ngohlobo omncede ngalo, ngohlobo ebefuna ukhomitha i-society ngalo. What if iyi-purpose yakho leyo? So be it. And andizonixokisela ndihlale apha ndithi materialistic things ayizinto endizifunayo, things of the flesh ndizifuna, ndiyazilangazelela ngongazenzisi, but zilenda okanye zifika uzilungele xa uqale walungisa kuwe ngaphakathi. Kube lula ke ngokuba nayo ne-wisdom okanye ibe nobuchule of retaining nezi zinto ezi-materialistic okanye izinto zomhlaba okanye izinto zenyama zihlale zizinze kuwe. Because another thing that we need to look into is how we're able to accumulate or acquire zonke izinto esizifunayo. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, boom, file isiqale from scratch. I've just accepted uba I will get izinto zam, I will get izibusiso zam the hard way. Ilifuna ndibe ngumuntu who works hard. Rightfully so, akho mntu ufuna islap tiger. And it's fine abantu who get izinto given to them. And that's okay, because awuyazi for uba eza zinto zenzeke kwenzeke ntoni. Amadlozi akobweni wena amandulo ngala ebhizi edlala amapeka nala matsha aqonda akho nto sizawuzenza ngosekugqibeleni, because nabaya benengasenzeli into ifike ngoku izopotyakala apha kuwe, kanti amadlozi alowa oko babesenza izinto ngendlela i-right. Nalanto uba uthi xa ukhula ufumane ii-religions ezintsha, ufumane ii-beliefs ezintsha, a new spirituality, a new way of doing things. But ndinento ethi, if you find that thing and you commit to it, ibe yinto oyivayo nyani, soze ikulahlekise. Ndinalo mazwi mna. And again, masihloniphaneni regardless of i-social class, economic or economical class, social standing, sexuality, gender, non-gender, beliefs, spirituality. Maske sihloniphaneni guys, yazi kulate ngoku. Kulate and sijongene nezinto ezinzima for uba sibe sikwempana. But anyways, like I said, ndiyavuya xa nisubscribile, ndiyavuya xa nilikile, ndiyavuya xa nibethe i-notification button, ndiyavuya xa nisharishile. But again, if you don't feel or see the need to do that, still okay. It's still okay. Ndiyawafuna amashumi YouTube, but again, it's not a race, because once I just chase the paper, olu endenza ngalo izinto zaphinde ndiphumule phinde ndibaleke kwi-social media. So again, this is just a way for me to share different parts of my life, to archive my life. I really feel like it's important for everyone, because like Seko's album, families here to have lost the art of ufota, we call a physical album. Get on social media, get on YouTube, share your life. So then ngenye imini xa ujonga hey ndakhula man, videos zam ndisese-UJ, ndandisendimkile man nase-UJ, ndiqale ndisesithi vasithi. When I look back, ndiqonde kodwa kudala wasebenza, kudala warhereza, kudala wayilwa into ye-confidence yakho. So do the same. Whether une-followers okanye une-subscribers eziyi-2, you need to understand uba uyiqalele ntoni. And with that being said, bathandekayo, ndinithanda nonke emakhaya. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay kind. Until next time, bye. Thank you. Oh.